Hey, hi, how you doing? It's Jim. It's the day after the day before, meaning it's time for part two. So we listened to the first side of the Yes album yesterday, and so it seems appropriate to listen to the second side. Thank you for all the comments. I do read them all. I don't get round to answering everything. I will try to, but it's just time gets away and stuff. There's a couple of things I just wanted to say. Somebody was mentioning they thought the sound was a bit muddy. I thought it was all right, so I'm sorry about that. I know there's sort of like crackles and pops on there because it's obviously an old record, but I didn't think it was muddy. So maybe it is. So let me know if the sound's not very good. So I do apologise. And then someone else was asking about what my audio rig is. Am I an audiophile? I'm not an audiophile at all. I mean, I don't think it's a crap system, and it's not. It hasn't cost me thousands of pounds to sort of. I don't have that sort of money to invest in stuff to listen to. My headphones are very, very good, and I have some studio monitors which are really, really good, which I use for mixing and recording music with, which are very, very good at revealing detail. But for general listening and loudness, these are some old Technics speakers. My turntables, Audio Technica AT-LP120. I had to quickly look. I don't even know it off the top of my head. There's a CD player there, which is, that's a Tascam. CD-RW700. It's a studio CD recorder and player, and the amp is just nothing very special. It's a Cambridge Audio amp. I'm not an audiophile by any stretch of the imagination, and don't hold that against me. I do like music. I love listening to music. I love the sound of it, but I cannot afford the many thousands of pounds that you need to spend to buy this high-end stuff. And to be honest, the room I'm listening to it in is probably not sort of designed for sort of really good audiophile listening either. So, look, it is what it is. I'm not listening to it on a phone, put it that way. It's as good as it's going to get for now. Anyway, enough of a preamble. Let's get on with this. So, I already have the record queued up. Let's get that recording. That's going there. Get the audio going as well, which is there. Bosh. Right. Here we go then. Side 2 of the Yes album. What are we in for now? We've got I've Seen All Good People, Adventure, and Perpetual Change. 3 more tracks. Let's go. Crackle. See what this has got in store for us, shall we?
I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way. I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way.
Take a straight and stronger course to the corner of your life. Make the White Queen run so fast, she hasn't got time to make you a wife. Cause it's time in time with your time, and this news is captured. For the Queen to use, move me on to any black square. Use me anytime you want.
It's a very different feel.
Remember that the goal is for us all to capture all we want. Yeah.
Still very, very multi-layered though. There's a lot going on.
Don't surround yourself with yourself. Move on back to instant karma to me. Initial it with loving care yourself. 'Cause it's time with your time, and this news is captured for the queen to use.
It's quite a noisy record, isn't it? Oh well.
Don't surround yourself with yourself. Move on back to squares. Send an instant karma to me. Initial it with loving care yourself. 'Cause it's time with your time, and this news is captured for the queen to use.
I mentioned on video, I think it was on the Close to the Edge one, about how John Anderson's vocals sounded like Animal Collective, and it's the same sort of vibe in this bit as well, with the suspended organ sound. Yes, go Lynyrd Skynyrd. That's a real sort of classic 70s rock sound, isn't it? Not one I was expecting from Yes. Real blues influence on this. Huge organ sound. Key change after key change after key change after key change. Any another one? Yeah. I suppose one of the things about buying old records is you don't know until you play it how it's going to sound. I mean, it doesn't sound too bad, but it is obviously quite a noisy one, so I do apologise. It is what it is. Right. A Venture.
Once a peaceful man laid his old head down by a river, thought about his
And a Super Tramps.
forgiver who couldn't hide away. He controlled the horses with a
Yeah.
hand clap or a whisper. Drink he couldn't come by, but he know he was no sinner who couldn't hide away. Hide away. He told all his sons of old the antics of adventure. Then he told another one who drove himself to drink, not to hide away. Hide away. Better man who realized alone is not a venture. Peaceful man who realized alone is no adventure. Just to hide away. Hide away. He told all his sons of all the antics of adventure. And he told another one who drove himself to drink, not to hide away. Hide away.
This drumming is just deceptively simple. So tasteful. So good. You strip away the vocal part now and it's just become this free-form thing of lovely goodness. I don't know what. Really cool. Right, here we go. One more to go. So we're now coming into Perpetual Change. Hello.
I see the cold mist in the night and watch the hills roll out of sight. I watch in every single way, inside out, outside in, every day.
the amount of melody that they get into their songs. It's hook after hook, isn't it? Without it being obvious.
Inside out, outside in, everywhere.
Call and answer.
And one peculiar point I see
Going back to this.
as one of many ones of me. As truth is gathered, I rearrange inside out, outside in, inside out, outside in, perpetual change.
With this being Tony K, his comedian, Tony K on the keyboards, you wonder what it would have been like had it been Rick Wakeman. What would he have done differently? How big would these songs have been? Where would they gone? All sorts of stuff going on. It'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it?
You see perpetual change.
And I hadn't realised until you pointed it out in the comments that this is the first record that Steve Howe played on. So it's like an introduction to the audience. Which is why they had the clap. Oh, hello. Come back, let's go over here. Making space for something to come in here, I suspect. There we go. So 2 different recording sessions now being mixed together. That's so cool. The 2 rhythms. and then bring it back together. Wow. It's really clever. Really clever.
As mist and sun are both the same, we look on as pawns of their game. They move to testify the day. Inside out, outside in. Inside out, outside in. All of the way.
There we go. Wow. Another bona fide classic. Right, hold on. Let's quickly save that. And stop the recording of that. Stop that. Wow. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So it felt quite short for a side. What are we looking at there? Sort of 9, 15, 16, 17, 18, about 18 minutes. I suppose probably about right, isn't it, for the time? 18 minutes aside. But again, sort of more sides to this band, different sounds, different textures, so much experimentation and inventiveness. It's just mind-boggling. And this is even before Rick Wakeman was in the band. So just awesome. I can't even sort of. No, I have to say something. So, what are my overall impressions about this record? What do I think about it? Well, this is a solid record. It sounds probably a bit more accessible than some of the other stuff I've listened to. So Close to the Edge, certainly. And although no, I think Fragile was sort of more akin to this as well. So I think this, to me, this sounds very much along the lines of Fragile, but without the Rick Wakeman influence, I guess. It's a really good indication of where the band was going to go. It's sort of, I think a lot of the elements were now in place for them to be the classic lineup of Yes, minus keyboards. So Bill Bruford and Chris Squire laying down some amazing rhythm stuff. John Anderson's vocals and Steve Howe is his introduction to the band. So obviously I had that sort of question mark about the second song on side one, The Clap, which somebody said is just Clap, but on the album cover it says The Clap, so I've got to go with what it says on here. I'll hold that up so you can read that. Can you see that there? it says The Clap. So I guess as a way to introduce a new guitar player to the audience, they needed a showy off piece, an exhibition piece, if you will, which is probably what that was. That it is live is good. As I say, it still doesn't quite feel right on a studio album to then have this one single live one. But I say it doesn't feel right. It just feels a bit odd. So 3 songs on each side. Yours Is No Disgrace, Starship Trooper, absolutely phenomenal tracks. Love them. Worm at the end of there, which everyone's picked up on, was just sort of, wow, it was astonishing. I've seen All Good People. What a tune. Absolutely sort of... I said this during the video as well. A lot of these songs, there's so much melody and there are hooks left, right, and centre. Not obvious ones, but ones you as soon as you hear it, you know you want to hum it again and sort of listen out for it. And that was all over Yours Is No Disgrace, the first song on side 1, where I sort of picked up on it being sort of like a TV theme, and so this is so instantly. I've never heard it before, but it's instantly recognisable, and it's the same with. I've Seen All Good People. The vocal melody of the chorus for that, which then repeated ad infinitum at the end, changing key each repetition of it. A Venture, I've kind of... lovely little song, that. I suppose it's the big pieces which I'm drawn to. So Perpetual Change is the other really, really big one on here, which has drawn me in. So it's interesting, actually. So both sides are bookended with these big tracks. Yours Is No Disgrace, Starship Trooper, I've Seen All Good People, and Perpetual Change, with a small, sort of much more intimate, I don't know, but something a bit less bombastic in the middle as the filling of the sandwich. It's astonishing in a way that this was the first of 2 records that they brought out in the same year, because I think Fragile came out later in the same year, obviously with a updated lineup with Rick Wakeman in there, but it's really, really good. And I said this yesterday, and I will say it again, and I'll keep saying it to people. If any of my friends from outside of YouTube watching and say, "Oh, what you listen to?" Yes, boring. You're not listening to it. You need to listen to this stuff, because it is not boring. It is absolutely incredible stuff. It's I've listened to quite a lot of really, really decent prog over the last few years, and actually probably over my entire life I've listened to sort of. It's been one of the sort of elements of the music I listen to, and this is really absolutely at the pinnacle of what this genre can be and what it can do. The inventiveness and the accessibility of it. It's not. I don't find this stuff pretentious. I don't find it academically difficult. It's absolutely pristine and creative and exciting, and I'm not. I can't apologise to anybody apart from myself, because it doesn't make any difference to anybody else. But to young Jim, if you ever get in a time machine and travel forward in time and see your videos from the past, do yourself a favour and listen to Yes, because you've missed out. You've missed out on many, many years of listening to some great music. Hopefully I've got many years to listen to great music going forward. So, it is done. The Yes album is finished. I've got loads more. I'm probably not all going to do them all on camera, but I will do some more. I have all the ones that everyone's recommended. So Relayer, I've got Yes songs. You've seen them all in another video, but they're all there. Right, so I'm going to leave that there for now. Crack on with my day. And I'll see you guys on the next video, whenever and whatever it is. It probably won't be yes next time. I'm going to listen to something else. But a great journey. I'm enjoying this immensely. So thank you all for your support and for tuning in and listening. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Jim over and out.